Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The inside handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Off the RPO, complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Lee. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down is big.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
More base bait. Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Hey, finish! Finish!
Might be calling a hot route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
They'll move the tight end. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Just going to keep it after the snap. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech, number 88, with the grab and
He'll try to tack on one more.
the kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Iowa has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Minnesota. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quick release on the RPO. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hokies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Barmore. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Love that. Nice hands and also beautiful awareness by the receiver to make that grab in bounds.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the ground with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, it's Lee. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to the ground with the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on second down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock. But more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some momentum. We've struggled this first half, but we can end on a high note.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This defense has been able to force a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. In all likelihood, this drive will be decided right here. 4th and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
Football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A quick pass to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. pulls and fires complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hokies trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. Got his man quickly. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback and affecting the throw.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Bust through behind his pad. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. That's caught. It's Ellison. Plows through the defense. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Unleashes one. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, you throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Field goal is good. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilbert. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Barmore. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got a man. It's Gray. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ellison. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's great. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Quarterback sneaks it ahead. The sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barker. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You could just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollock.
Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force the negative play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Applewhite. Quick strike complete. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Hokies in the hurry-up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And now the offense just said, oh, you don't think he's going to run it? You're not going to account for him? I'll do that. Great job taking advantage of the numbers. When you're an offense and you have a quarterback that can do this occasionally, it just puts that little bit of doubt in my head and makes me play it a little bit more on defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Barker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Caught behind the line. It's Barker. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up fourth.
What a disappointment. No good. After the miss here in the fourth quarter, still deadlocked.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Is incomplete. It leads to second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. This one's complete.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
And the Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll throw on third and short. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up man. They've got him, and he never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. The give is to Smith. There he goes. Defense swarming on that loose ball, but it'll be a turnover.
What a clutch stop for this defense. You get in the fourth quarter, you got to make those plays, get the ball back to your offense in a position now to go take the lead in this ball game.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's great. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Let's go, let's go.
They're going to run it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. Short hands, it's Ellison.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't turn the football over. You've got a guaranteed field goal, tie game, late in the game. Man, those are going to be backbreakers, killers, whatever adjective you want to throw in there. Not right.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll go to the ground. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Barker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Unloads quickly. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And that is no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys.
Well, that's just one the kicker would love to have back here in the 4th quarter in a tie game.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rifles it down the middle. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on second down. And they kneel down for a second time to drain as much time as possible off the clock and set up their kicker for the game-winning field goal attempt. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Miami.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This for the lead and very likely the win. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that one stings, man. 4th quarter tie football game. You trusted your kicker to come through, and he gives you the dreaded doink. And that means you know it was so close to being in, that one might come back to bite them.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback keeps it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in the backfield.
3rd down now 7.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the field goal unit, and they can win it with a chip shot. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using his feet. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game. And he drops the curtain. Lights out. Game-winning field goal in overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.